We're flying southeast across the Okavango Delta to Gomoti Plains. Looking out the window as we fly, the land below seems to green up and more water appears. We land at Gomoti airstrip and meet our guides. We drive through a mopane forest on the way to the lodge at Gomoti Plains. The lodge has dining and lounge areas all under canvas. Our tent is a spacious 2-bedroom family unit. The staff has been busy getting ready for us. Now we get busy making ourselves at home and ready to explore this new landscape. The landscape here is a real contrast to Jacana Camp. Here the fields are green and filled with grazers. There are lots of baby wildebeest, or as we say, new gnu's. The zebras seem happy here too. There are mopane trees pruned by the elephants and other browsers. And there are acacia trees for the giraffes to nibble on. Water collects in low areas and birds congregate there. The Gomoti River runs through the concession. The hippos seem very happy here, not packed in a shrinking water hole like Jacana. On our first game drive in Gomoti, we saw one leopard, a female, cross in front of us. And then a large male followed her. It soon becomes clear what was happening. Usually solitary leopards only get together to mate. The pair were sharing a baboon for dinner. It must have been good eats. They don't seem too bothered by us. The male climbs up a tree, and then the female follows him up the tree. It's getting dark and time for dinner, so we leave them to their business. This king of beasts is the probable father of at least 8 cubs. We spent several hours, over 2 days, watching these 2 lionesses and their 8 cubs. The pride consists of a lioness and her daughter, each of which have 4 3-month-old cubs. The cubs are at a really cute stage, and the more you watch them, you can see their personalities. There's Mama's boy, who has to be the center of Mother's attention at all times. There are a couple of slackers and a born troublemaker. There's the future alpha male and his adoring followers. It would be interesting to see how these 8 cubs turn out. Infant mortality is high for lions. Injury, starvation, illness, and infanticide are all possible futures for these cubs. Life's especially tough for the males, who will get kicked out of the pride around age 2 when they reach sexual maturity. On their own, they have to avoid other lions' territory or fight to take it over. But for now, they have 2 very good mothers who will look after them and protect them. Lions cubs aren't the only babies on Gomoti Plains. It seems that the next generation is off to a good start here. They can't all be as cute as the lion cubs. In fact, some are on the homely side. And some of the babies will end up providing nourishment for someone else's baby. That's the circle of life here on the Gomoti Plain. The Gomoti Plains are home to a wide variety of bird life, from large ostriches to small sparrow weavers. The grasslands of the Gomoti Plains are ideal hunting grounds for raptors. Some specialize in snakes and reptiles. The Gabar goshawk and the Lanier falcon prefer small birds taken in flight. Fish from the Gomoti River are on the menu for the African fish eagle. The lilac-breasted roller is one of the most flamboyant of birds. The Carmen bee-eater is also brightly colored. The barbet gets an honorable mention for its colors and patterns. Other perching birds seem monochrome in comparison. Woodpeckers make a home in the Gomoti woodlands. Hornbills are another bird with extravagant features. They come in different colors, but they all share an oversized beak. The ponds in the Gomoti Plains are home to a large variety of birds, including shorebirds, ducks, geese, heron, and storks. A Hottentot teal is pretending to be a blacksmith plover. A sandpiper picks along the shore. Stilts rest on one leg. The woolly-necked stork is feasting on frogs, lizards, and insects. The spoonbill will eat just about anything that swims into its bill, including fish, insects, larvae, and crustaceans. The Goliath heron is the largest heron, standing up to 5 feet tall. The open-bill stork has a specialized bill that works like tweezers to capture snails and mussels. The hammerkoff is a relative of the pelican. Its name means hammerhead in Afrikaans. Yellow-billed storks prefer the shallow lakes and mudflats like those in Gomoti. The Egyptian goose was sacred to the ancient Egyptians. They forage on the ground and will perch and nest in trees. The spur-winged goose is Africa's largest waterfowl and on average the world's largest wild goose. The male knob-billed duck has a strange knob on its bill. Its purpose must be to impress the females. This dabbling duck is found across most of Africa, from Sudan west to Niger and south to South Africa. Egrets come in all sizes in Gomoti. The great egrets have a yellow bill and a crook in their neck. The little egret has a black bill and is quite a bit smaller. The intermediate egret has a yellow bill but no crook in the neck and is slightly smaller than the great egret. It's our last night in Africa, so sundowners are in order. The African sunset puts on its usual light show. In the morning, it's back through the Mopani forest to Gorakwi airstrip to start our long journey home. A Cessna Caravan takes us to Mon. Then we board an Airlink Embraer to take us to Johannesburg. From there, we fly home to Seattle via London.